Engines have loop-type heat detectors, which come in pairs and run side by side into vital spaces of the nacelle. The temperature each loop feels is continuously displayed by a separate pointer on its nacelle indicator. The higher numbers indicate hotter temperature. For example, a bleed leak may send it into the mid-scale and a fire into the top range. A system bleed air leak may be isolated if you turn off nacelle anti-ice. Shut off fuel heat. Or close the bleed valve. But if it came from the engine bleed manifold, you can cool it only by pulling the throttle back or stopping the engine. In any case, the nacelle temp indicator shows the results of your actions. These loops not only give information to their nacelle temp indicators, but also serve to trigger a fire warning when they feel that much heat. The A and B loops run only a fraction of an inch apart. And the loop selectors are normally in the both position, which means that both loops must agree there's a fire before they sound an alarm. If a loop or its wiring were to short out, its light would tell you, and the affected indicator would go to the S position. You can select the good loop and still have detection capability. The fire test position of these switches provides a fire signal to all engine loops, like this. Now look what happened here. Both pointers of all indicators rose to the fire alarm range of the scale, which means that their loops are good. This fault position simulates a shorted wire or loop in each system. Each pointer going to S proves that its sensing is good. An open circuit fault or a power loss would drive its indicator to O, but would not give a false light. If you decide to use an extinguishing agent, each engine has 2 bottles. This arms them both and closes valves in the fuel, bleed air, and hydraulic lines. It also depressurizes the engine-driven hydraulic pump and trips the generator. Press either switch for first discharge. If the fire persists, push the other. When a bottle is empty, its light goes on. You cannot reset it. When the loop cools, the handle light goes out. If you want to push the handle in, you must first unlatch this flag. This checks the discharge squib in the left bottle of each engine, and this checks the right. Squib tests are similar for other extinguisher systems aboard. Here's how it looks for the APU. It also has dual detector loops with the same test and switching capabilities as engine loops. But here, either loop will give an alarm when in both. This fire pull stops the APU, shuts off fuel, and seals the compartment as well as arming the bottle. APU has only one bottle. Cargo compartments have smoke detectors because they are not sealed to smother fires. 2 detectors forward, 4 aft. You test them individually with these switches. Each one triggers the master warnings and also shows its location by means of a light. Squib test is the same as for engine and APU. Smoke triggers the master fire warnings plus the compartment light. Select that compartment to stop its heating airflow and to arm the agent discharge system. Then discharge bottle 1. Its capacity will protect the area about an hour. The second bottle also can be used there if needed. You cannot extinguish the bottle discharged light. Here is the overhead panel annunciator. Each main gear well has a detection system which will give this light and sound the master warning. Since wheel wells have no extinguishing agent, you will extend the gear and then reopen the gear doors. To open the doors with the gear down, select up until you see the door lights. Then quickly select off before the gear starts to unlock. The fire will now blow out, or if the alarm was from a hot brake, it will soon cool. Your brake temp system may help verify and locate the overheat. The indicators show temperature of 1 brake on each main gear truck. Fuel surge tanks have fire detection and suppression systems called STP. Green lights indicate that the systems are armed and serviceable. Photoelectric cells detect flame-produced light, then the agent automatically discharges. After use, the indicator shows orange so that maintenance knows that service is required. All of this plus portable extinguishers in proper places gives you abundant fire protection.